to quickly introduce the visitor or the speaker for the day, right? So Dr. Lakshmanan, right? And I think he located that connection. He finished his undergraduate from BE from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Chennai, right? Sri Perambatoor. That's one of the noted colleges in Chennai, right? So Sakamapurti is a famous alumnus of SVC, right? They'll be quickly connecting because he's on the board of governors here, right? I think he is an alumnus of SVC, which was, I think, it's quite an old self-financing institution, known for its outputs, who go for higher studies and settle there, right? Settle there and then contribute back as well, right? So BTech alumnus from SVC, then went on to finish his PhD from University of California, Santa Barbara, right? With areas of interest in machine learning, computer vision, image processing, etc., right? And I think he located the connection, right? So I served as a faculty in SVC for around 3 years, right? Before coming and starting to disturb new people or your seniors, right? So during that period, when I was serving the CSE department, he was a student, in EC department, right? So fortunately, he was fortunate not to be disturbed by me, but we are quite happy to get connected as SVC faculty and student matters, right? So that was an interesting connection I got from him, right? And I think he has been with Trimble for approximately 3 years or so, product head and then their R&D, principal R&D engineer there, right? So with areas of interest as he listed out. And he's also had a long career with Maya Chitra, right? Around 5 to 6 years of service there as well, and a long connection with, I think it was an MS and PhD. That's what the LinkedIn profile said, right? So it means it's a long association with University of California, Santa Barbara, and the Research Lab Association, right? That's what. So our relationship with Trimble has been there for a while. I think with this visit of his, right, we expect the bond between Trimble and to credit in them. I think it sounds the same, right? To get more stronger, right? So over to you, sir.
Okay, thanks so much. You're comfortable on the podium mic or there's a podium mic, okay. Whichever you want. Collar mic. I can call them next. Bye. Okay. Hello everyone. So can everybody hear me? Yeah. So it's the last talk of today. I guess everybody should be waiting to want to leave or basically finish as soon as possible. So let's see. I'll also try to do that, but try to make it less casual, like more casual and less technical and things like that. So let's start first. How many Tala fans here? See, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. Tala fans. Good. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Dhoni is also called Tala. That's fine. How many Talapati fans? See, Talapati. That's what a huge number now. You can see Talapati fans. Okay. Now, how many Talapati fans? Very few. Okay, I'm one of them. I like both and watch. Just an icebreaker here. Okay, let's ask in a different way. How many Naruto fans? Anybody? See, now we are actually going to the actual parts. How many Bleach? Anybody watch Bleach? Okay, a few here and there. How many Boruto fans? Do Naruto people watch Boruto also? No? Okay, a little bit of that. I watch One Piece. Anybody watch One Piece? A few people. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, One Piece is going on. So this you, me, we all have seen it. That's really nice. So yeah, let's see. Like so I'm Lakshman, and thanks a lot for having me here. So it's a great honor for me to present here, and probably it's one of my first public speeches also. So excuse me if things go here and there. And I also like to thank our management at Trimble for allowing me to kind of have a talk here. So I prepared some small notes. I'll maybe referring to my notes here and there. And let's see. My first note was icebreaker with Talapati and Naruto. So that part is done, I can say. So let me briefly introduce myself. So I, Sir said, back then I was in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. I did ECE. And so later on, eventually, went to the US to pursue MS. And so at that time itself, the college time is one what actually like like your formative years as far as your career and other parts are concerned. So from that time itself, I was interested in signal processing, image processing. Probably these terms may be new to you for now, but which helped in shaping my kind of career. Like in went on to do MS and then eventually PhD at University of California, Santa Barbara, under Professor Manjunath. And then he had a small company which we used to do defense-related projects for US government. And he being an Indian and one more person with Professor Shiv Kumar, they formed a company with an Indian name. This professor said it's called Maya Chitra, meaning magic pictures kind of a thing. So image processing, computer vision, and other things like that. And so I was there for another 6 years. So 6, 7 years. Overall, I was there for 12 years. So 12 years, and then I think a lot of people who go to the US, they want to come back, but it's one thing I've seen with many people is it's easier to go to the US. Coming back is very difficult. Because going is, it's like you have those standard things. Okay, checkbox, GRE done, TOEFL done, this done, that done, and things. Go there, settle down. Life is nice, and then you want to come back means so many hurdles. If nothing means your aunt or somebody will say, there is no life here. You stay there. It's India. Even now. So when I was hired in Trimble, no, first question I was asked is, what are you doing in Chennai? You come to US, the same job Trimble will offer you at a company in US job. So when I came, I came for personal reasons as well as other reasons, and many things helped for me. I would say that COVID in a way, lockdown helped me to kind of come here because that time was like anyways you could not travel, work from home was there, and then that things were okay, things were working nicely, so come back here, and then that helped in a while. And so I got later hired by Trimble, and then so said Trimble and IIIT-DM have a very long association. We've had like alumni every year from Trimble, starting from a very, very long time back. So you'll get to know them soon. And as early as even a couple of days back during the interviews, quite a lot of people attended them. So that's one place. So I was asked to give a speech about like as students you're entering the first year, right? Like what are the things that you can do, and kind of some pointers. This is a more of a personal thing, right? So differ from person to person. So I just share some points what I feel could be like my opinions, kind of. So right now, I don't know how many of you know, there's a huge technological revolution happening. Like I don't know if you've been following the news and other places with AI and other kinds of things. Things are not yet the same again. So you're really lucky to like kind of enter college at a time when a huge technological revolution is happening. So if you're not really kind of know about that, and this is a good chance for you to actually go and research a little bit more on what's happening. Like how many of you know ChatGPT? It's very basic. That's excellent. So you are, most of you know this is more than even Naruto or Bleach or Tala. So that's excellent. So right now this is huge. People are saying that this could be the biggest thing in many years, as big as say .com or as big as other things, but good to also kind of know what's how to use them, and how to creatively make use, and so many things like that. And with that, like that's good that you already know about one small aspect of it, at least. So the other thing is, as you enter college, this will always be. You have your regular subjects, which anyways you'll have to take. You have to get the marks, and that's always there. But apart from that, what would be good to have is something called a quest for knowledge. Just like we are in the knowledge era, right? Like that's a huge thing that's happening right now. So when I was studying, like it was like 20 years back. That time, the subjects were same. You'll study same mathematics, same physics. Maybe later on, data structures, everything. Those will not change. Those are your core. Has to be, and those will not change. Programming will be there. If you're in the EC, EEE line, DSP will be there. For people like me, DSP is a favorite subject. For a lot of people, DSP means digit stopping paper or degree stopping paper. So these things will kind of be there. But the quest for knowledge has not changed kind of from then to now, right? Like it's just that knowledge is like becoming in different means and different forms. So when I was in college, what I used to do is now you have like NPTEL, Coursera, Udemy, so many other opportunities to go. At that time, there used to be only few websites which used to offer that. Like IIT used to offer that, and then MIT used to offer that. MIT in the US and OCW, like Professor Nectar. So I used to like go watch these lectures. That time, internet was also. I don't know if you were probably not. So this you're like millennial kids, right? You will not know about
The Geo kids.
Geo kids, yeah. So it will be like. 14.4 kbps, 28.4 kbps, modem internet and things like that. So with that internet, like used to download these videos from the website, store it in CDs, and then watch them and then try to like kind of these are extra knowledge, like things like linear algebra, signal processing, and I mean not image processing and all will not be as part of your regular curriculum. But used to watch that quest kind of is always helpful, and that really helped in a long way. To go and see them. And this also helped in other things, right? In my college, now in college, there will be a lot of activities, clubs, math forums, other robotics forums, and or other things like library group. I don't know if there's a library group here. So I used to be involved in all of them. So what in the library, they had the books and everything. I used to tell them, look, we are in another era. Like this is a great time I'll give you the CDs, store them. Somebody will use them at a later point in time. So we used to like donate CDs to the library back then. Of course, things are different now. But what I was basically trying to say is the quest for knowledge and like learning something new and learning extra. That's a very important thing to kind of. The other thing, and along with this, or also add that constant upskilling is very important now, because as part of your regular curriculum, it is very difficult to change curriculum and actually keep updating. Some colleges do that. That's really nice. Some colleges are able to, if they're autonomous, they're able to constantly keep updating what's coming, because technology is moving very, very fast. So you, from your side, it will be good if you also kind of keep updating your curriculum and your knowledge and things like that. Other part is okay. Let's go to some fun facts here. How many of you have YouTube channel? Everybody, okay, few people here. That's actually, this is a great opportunity. These are all content is a great thing. You have to see if you can make use of YouTube channel. How many of you Insta? Probably everybody are in Insta. So no point in even asking. But Twitter, LinkedIn. How many of you are in LinkedIn? So good. That's a good number. So who are all not there? Definitely having a LinkedIn profile is something which is really good. Twitter, anybody? Twitter, how about Twitter? Yeah, Twitter is a good, and that's still a good, decent amount, but not things. See, the thing is about social media is it's like whether you want to see want to view the glass half full or half empty, right? There are so many good things on social media. There are so many bad things also in social media. You have to kind of try to see what good things you can kind of acquire from social media. Right now, the technology, everything. The first, it comes in like social media and kind of Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and other things like that. For me, I'm trying to catch up this, and always some YouTube channels will always be going on and trying to see what's going on in different AI world and things like that. And on a side note, right, I'm guessing most of you will have unless you are not in chemistry or something like that, some amount of programming and kind of thing. Programming is something which is
2 semesters they do common.
Okay, that's very nice. So something which is really important to have, which later you will kind of know, is something like GitHub account, or some account which kind of, that's where you kind of store your code. And I was actually happy to see quite a few students in their final years and also in the third, other years. Some recent person from IIIT-DM just joined us a few months back. Her name is Sai Kirtana, and she has an excellent GitHub page. All her projects are there, whatever code. So when you see something like that, right, you already know that okay, this person okay, we already know this person already knows so many things. He can directly go and ask, okay, what did you do here, and how did you kind of do here? So that is something later on. It won't. I don't think it falls under social media, but definitely under the kind of thing which are really important to have from that perspective. On another hand, right, why I mentioned YouTube videos, YouTube channels, I see very few people actually have. YouTube, it gives you an opportunity for you to explore, like make videos by yourself, and like say it can be, don't be bothered about views or anything like that. Just make a video explaining some concept, and kind of see if you are able to like do that. It will slowly improve as you keep on making. The first video you'll not be very good, and the first few videos, but slowly, like when you're explaining concept and share it with your friends, and when you do that, it helps in multiple angles. Like first, it helps you to learn things better. It also like helps you in speaking and sharing in a better way, and in a multifaceted way. This will actually help. That's why I was saying, like also good to have like a YouTube technical kind of channel, things like public speaking and all of the other things. So I already talked about the technical clubs and meetups. So try to be as much engaged in these things possible. Apart from your local club meetups, there are also meetups outside, like in Chennai and other places also. Yes, outside and in colleges also, like outside of college, these things. So always good to be, good to know these things, and then see where else you can kind of go. Like a couple of weeks back, there was maybe IIIT-DM also has similar things, but a couple of weeks back there was a summer school on AI in IIIT Hyderabad. So I shared it with many people. Many people like actually like with some former alumni from here, and then some of my colleagues. Everybody like either joined that virtually or actually went there. So that's one of the things. And the other thing is apart from GitHub, right? One more thing that can really like make you creative is once like later on try writing blogs. I mean technical blogs, and kind of explaining the concepts. So like YouTube is one way of explaining, where like kind of you're saying, okay, this is what I want to kind of do, and things like that. This is the writing way, right? Writing is always like something which is personal, and how your creativity goes. That will also help in kind of making yourself better. You'll be better in writing, creative writing, technical writing, and things like that. And the other thing is, so one other thing is I spoke briefly about myself. I hope I was not too like talking about I did this, I did that, but at the same way, hoping that it was kind of in a motivational way, an inspirational way. So this is called, you would have seen a lot of people doing this, and this is called positive marketing. So we live in an age where marketing is very, very important, like in the sense that you have to kind of show what you could do, but it should not be done in a way which is like very very like making yourself very proud, and things like that. But it has to be done in a very like a way, a subtle way, but also conveying that you are able to capable of doing this is positive. You will see a lot of people doing it, right from celebrities to politicians to even technical people. All of them will be like marketing. And in the technical world, this is really important, because I don't know how many of you know about the AI and AI boom and all happening over the last 10 years. But this did not happen overnight, because the sense that this AI is not like, okay, one day AI just came and then it just got boom. It was not like that kind of an old way. This was because these professors and scientists who are actually in these AI, right, they went to many places, many conferences, many workshops. They were constantly telling, okay, this is what we have done. This has a lot of potential. You should give it a try. People like probably if you heard of Jeff Hinton or Jan LeCun, and these are like considered as like an AI, big people in AI, constantly go to different forums. Okay, they will go to like maths forums, physics forums, engineering, and constantly keep saying you should give it just a try. This has a lot of potential. So that's called positive marketing. Like positive marketing, you are trying to like influence, positive influencing things in influence way. So this could also have a long, like if you develop that quality is also something which is really good. And then also, I mean, this is still a first year, so it can take your time, but try to participate in like challenges, online challenges. There will be like, I don't know how many of you have heard about Kaggle. You know Kaggle? Anybody here? Okay, one person, two people. So if you, it will be nice if more people actually know about Kaggle and the Kaggle and similar competitions, right? Your Kaggle allows you to just go and without any, you can just participate in these online challenges and you can actually learn also a lot from there. And nowadays, the government of India and government other places also are offering a lot of similar challenges like that. Gives you an opportunity to kind of participate, learn, and things like that. And the other thing is also sometimes you may, as you go, right, sometimes you may need out of the box thinking. So have you heard about this word, out of the box thinking, or creative thinking, creative minds? It's like it's you have to think about this in a different perspective. It's difficult to describe what out of the box thinking means, but if instead of doing this in a standard way, think if the problem can be solved in a different way and try to be creative and innovative with that. Then one other thing is you should embrace challenges. Embrace challenges or difficulties if you are faced with. So definitely, as the road goes ahead, right, you will definitely have challenges and it may not be a smooth path always, but take this as a learning opportunity. If you are faced with difficulties or challenges, this is a great great aspect to actually learn from them. You would have learned in how many of you know? Does anybody know what Kunti asked Krishna? Kunti asked for a boon from Krishna. Do you know what the boon was? Anybody here? What? In Mahabharata, some place in Mahabharata, asked for one boon. What? So okay, I'll just give you the answer. So Krishna, what? Sorry?
She didn't want Pandavas, any of the Pandavas to get killed, but.
Oh, that is also the yeah. So many boons actually she asked that, but the point that I want to make was she said, I think, give me more difficulties, give me more problems, only then I can think of you more often, kind of. So that is one way to think about things. Here in this case, you can think of, in case, I'm not saying you should ask for difficulties or challenges, but if you're faced with challenges, think of them as a learning opportunity, like something to actually learn from and on how to face those challenges or not. And also but don't welcome them, right? It's not, you don't say, okay, I want challenges, I want difficulties. So that's also not be the right way. So yeah, mostly that's the general points are just have a humble outlook and try to be in good company, or satsangam kind of a thing, and socializing, networking. Probably you'll all be doing that in a nice way, and try to join professional clubs like IIIT or like ACM if you're not heard about them. They all can help in a long way. And then again, this is your first year, but as you go down, right, try to approach professors either from your institute or outside also, try to approach them for problem, for working in some, say, mini challenges or problems and things like that. That gives you a way to, I used to do that when I was in college. So that's what helped me, my initial couple of years itself, I approached some professors, worked with them, and had a couple of international papers at least before finishing colleges. So that helped in, again, that's showing you that, okay, this person already has some thing to start off with, and eventually help further also. And then, how many of you are new to Chennai? I'm guessing, how many Chennaites and how many non-Chennaites? So new to Chennai or few, is it? Okay. So you are all new to Chennai, you mean? Okay, that's a significant amount. Okay. So make use of the opportunity. There are lots of places. It may not be very obvious if you go and search in Google what are the places to do in Chennai. You may not get many, but there are places there is a planetarium is there. There are other it'll be hidden. The museum is there, and then so many other places are there. If nothing else, try going to IIT Madras and try these many different kind of places and things like that. If not, always the other usual places are there, beach and other things. So try to maybe involve in some environmental cleanups and that help in cleaning up your mind, relaxation and things like that. So with that, I think mostly that is I covered what I would like to cover. I'd like to thank once again the organizers for having me here, and also the management from our company to kind of give me the opportunity to speak here. And one last point I would like to mention is that my last year, so one like your senior, he's finished now, graduated now. He joined Trimble as an intern. So he worked with me. His name is I don't know, maybe if you know, but Karthikeyan, T. Karthikeyan.
Yeah.
So
He got PhD at IIT Delhi.
yes, I'll tell you a story.
Selected for
Yes, exactly. Yes. So he joined as an intern at Trimble, and he got mapped to me. I was his direct mentor at the time. And he was like, and then being coming from an R&D kind of an environment, I was like constantly every day asking him to do a lot of student research papers and and also like work. And after a point of time, no, so we actually offered him full time also, and he was so much interested in research that he actually resigned at the offer. He said, no, after meeting me and a few other people in our college, I actually want to do PhD, so please excuse me and thing. And he wrote GATE many times, and also like he applied to like so many IITs and triple IITs and other places. That first IIT Madras default got anyways without any hassles. Then he went to Bombay. So Bombay, he met with the full research team there and the professor's research team directly itself. And they gave him a full RA. Like RA is very difficult to get. RA is research assistant. It's usually people give as a teaching assistant, with then you can apply for PMRF and things like that. When he got full RA for the full tenure of his PhD, and this professor's research team actually like interviewed him, and they were almost about to have him. And he also, in fact, paid the advance, IIT Bombay advance. And he had a few more institutes, applications, but he said, okay, I already have few IITs, and then stop with that. And then his parents were living in Noida, so he said, okay, why not check IIT Delhi also? And then he just went and interviewed there at IIT Delhi. And there, the professor kind of was, I think, impressed with him. That on a Sunday evening or something, he wrote an email to him saying that you mentioned about your IIT Bombay thing, but do consider joining here. We can we lot of professors are really happy with you, and we are also like in case if you change your mind, do consider joining here and things. So he sent me this email and said, okay, what to do? It's a very difficult choice. So I said, okay, why don't you speak the professor? And then they had a talk for about an hour on a Sunday night, like just phone and random things. And after a couple of days, he was like, okay, I think I made up my mind. I'm joining Delhi now. So he's right now in IIT Delhi. So I just thought of mentioning, and I actually, after he finished his internship at Trimble also, he was engaged in a final year project with the team, Professor Haragopan, and also I was closely like mentoring and guiding him there also in his that part, and he was trying to see if we can convert that to maybe some research paper or something like that. So I had a really nice thing. Just wanted to mention this as something you can connect with, because that's one of your students, the student from IIIT-DM who has actually gone through this whole part. So just thought of mentioning that also. With that, I'd like to thank everyone once again, and thank you.
Any clarifications, doubts? I think he has actually made it very crystal clear. But still, if any of you have any questions or doubts, first talk on the mic. Yeah. Anybody has any doubts?
Yeah, feel free to ask me anything. You can ask me about Dragon Ball.
What all you did during your BE SCC? You're free to ask any question. He is also an SCC faculty.
Yes.
Junior to me there.
Okay.
We were all during even Professor Muthukumaran's period. Okay. Principal of
Yes.
Muthukumaran, sorry. Professor Krishnan was the secretary. Okay. Correct, right? Krishnan. Quick. I think that some of the examples they gave, right? I think I was truly amazed, right? The way you can use social media to actually pitch forth your technical expertise, right? Write blogs, use YouTube yourself as a, you can become a teacher without spoiling any student's career, right? I think we are all listening some people. I think those are all, I think, excellent inputs, right? Because social media typically you keep either dragging fake news or propagating fake news, right? I think there is much more possible use of constructive use of social media, GitHub repository that you mentioned, right? Sai Kirtana's GitHub we mentioned, right? Our own students, right? I think whatever you do, I think there is a positive way of showing it to the outside world, right? But you should not think, I think that's what he said, don't cross that line of, there is a thin line that separates confidence from overconfidence or arrogance, right? I can shake the world upside down on YouTube channel, the YouTube creators itself will pull it down. Right? So wish you all the best, right? I think, thank that it was very short notice that he agreed to come and brief you all. And I'm sure the interaction with the company and the faculty, right, here will move to the next level, right? So on behalf of the institute, right, and I request the placement secretary, right, will I be pushing the student to the front. Sanjay, not there. Come here. And Tejasvi, not there.
In fact, since 2007, I think until 2013, and no, 2012, August, the highest package at IIIT-DM was just 5 lakhs. And Trimble was the first company. We had an interaction with one person by name Kanna.
I told that story also.
Oh, you told.
Vice President son in the connection.
Yeah, Kanna.
But I didn't tell the lakh per annum offer.
And Trimble was the first organization to offer 10 lakhs.
10 lakhs.
And then that was a game changer. Then what we did is, our relationship with Trimble still continues, and year after year they take around 4 to 6 interns, at least 4 offers. And the last 3 years, some of our own students are participating in the recruitment process. For example, Rupesh Reddy.
They are coming as hirees.
And they are coming here to hire people like you. And that's one. And then we started using this Trimble as the kind of, nodal point. And through them, we started getting some more contacts. We got to know about Murali at Trimble, Murari at Trimble, and they all helped me. And even Kanna helped me a lot in getting connected.
Murari is on the board of studies.
Yeah, Murari is also on the board of studies. And through them, we were able to connect with PayPal, MathWorks, and slowly Amazon, Google, and all that. So Trimble was the key, and they are the game changer. Okay, so special thanks to Trimble.
And this is a short story, right? I think that is how opens the mind, bad habit, right? Every parent, we also ask them first year admission, right? After that, they don't earn. We also ask them where do you work, right? So immediately there's a software company, right? We see it as a hardware company or electronics company. I think that is the start point of Trimble's connection as well, right? So the student community has largely benefited. I think larger point he wanted to pitch. Trimble was quite magnanimous, and all the others were actually hovering around. We are talking about the 2008 and 9 period, right? Hovering around the 5 to 6. I think that was a dream job for the students, right? And I think, I know maybe he will be able to pitch more. They are really happy with the dual degree inputs as well. BTechs are happy. Dual degree, that's what Murari and Divya were there. Ajay and Akash, right? So I think I am giving you enough inputs why a BTech student should convert to a dual degree. Reverse way is not possible, right? Thank you, sir. So on behalf of the institute, right, can I request Tejasvi, say who he is our come to the front.
Tejasvi and
So overall General Secretary Sanjay Reddy, my student, like to hand over a small token of appreciation. You should come. You want it? Okay, you can log out. Attendance not taken.
Tomorrow it is there. Hey, Saturday is not a holiday.